This is live. Season 3, episode 1 is underway. Josh is driving somewhere. Ben just hopped on. Shay was here right when he was supposed to be. Shay, how we doing?
I'm chilling. I'd be more comfortable if Ben sat down.
Ben, you gonna stand?
I was on time.
Go ahead and take that off and sit down, please.
I'm suiting up at defensive tackle for Notre Dame next week because they haven't found any yet.
Week 1, man.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna turn.
You need a gray face mask.
Nah, I'm sorry I'm late, or else I'd find a chair. So I'm just gonna stand here.
What'd you guys think of the new intro?
I was really confused because that was the first time I walked in. What the hell was going on? Looked good though.
Thanks. I had AI make it for me.
They did a hell of a job.
AI is the future, buddy.
That's the present, baby.
Well, boys, it's been a long off season. I figured we'd kick this thing off with a little true or false off-season edition. Josh, I'm going to start with you. I don't know if you can hear me since you're driving. True or false, Josh? You said at one point you would love for Jerry Jones to kill himself this offseason.
False.
Really? Because I actually have a picture saved of you saying that you would like him to take himself out. And that was pre Micah Parsons trade.
God damn it, Josh.
And Josh is already ruining season 3. I got to mute him. We're going to go to the next one. He's muted here. I'm going to go to you, Shay. True or false? You were caught with your pants around your ankles in a rural field in South Dakota in July.
Can't confirm.
Can confirm. You want to tell us about that story? Elaborate a little bit?
I was, planting food plots as one would, and I was out in nature.
Nature.
I got hit by a shit storm in my belly. Thought I was in the clear. I was in position, leaning up against a tire. And
Did you dig a hole?
What?
Did you dig a hole?
No.
That actually confuses me because you said his pants around his ankles. Shay also pees that way, so I thought he was just peeing.
Dude,
I did both.
That's how I taught him when he was a young pup.
Did the person driving by wave at you at least?
Oh yeah, we waved.
Cool. Eye contact?
He was probably.
He wasn't looking at the eyes.
I was probably like 70 to 80 yards off the road.
He was looking at one eye.
Possibly multiple.
All right, we're moving on from this one. Ben, true or false? Malik Willis is a better quarterback than Jordan Love.
Oh. Are you asking if I said this or if it's true or false?
If you have said this.
Oh, I've definitely said that.
All right.
Within the last 365 days, for sure.
Do you still stand on that, or you think that Jordan Love's going to have his best year yet?
Time will tell. I think Jordan Love has his best year yet, but I think Willis should be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I'll go with that.
That's fair. Good backup to have, I would say.
That's the best backup, I think.
I guess for all three of us, since Josh can't figure out how to get his phone working here, is the NFC true or false? NFC North is the best division in football this year?
I don't know. There's two divisions that pop into mind other than NFC North. One is the AFC North with like the Bengals, Steelers, Ravens. I think that's going to be a good division. And then I also think the NFC East is good just because the Eagles and Commanders carry that division. And both those teams are really good. And I think they're going to be really good again this year. So, but I think with 3 teams NFC North, I think all 3 of those teams are playoff teams. So I think maybe depth-wise you can say they're the best. But
yeah. Shay, what do you think?
I don't think the AFC North is that good, personally.
I mean, you got the Ravens who are
I think they're good. I don't think they're one of the best in the league, though.
I think they're one of the best in the AFC.
I'd say the only reason I would say that the NFC North isn't the best is because there's a lot of unprovens there. Minnesota, you got JJ. Chicago, you're going to have a new head coach there. Who knows if you can get Caleb Williams going the way he needs to be going. Detroit lost both coordinators. I did say Caleb, can't confirm.
Okay. All right.
And, and the Packers just sold the farm for one player. So it's going to be an interesting year for sure. Lions are looking to three-peat. I would ask Josh, but we probably wouldn't be able to hear him. True or false? The Dallas will make the playoffs this season.
Absolutely false. Sorry. Can you hear me? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
They're not making the playoffs.
You want to dive into the trade right now, or you want to do that a little later?
I don't want to talk about it at all.
Oh, we're going to address it. We're going to talk about it.
We can talk about it whenever you want.
Well, you said you woke up this morning, every single morning, you've been feeling better and better about that trade. So you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I do feel better. Doesn't mean I feel great, though.
There, he's gone again. Lost him.
Billion.
Went ahead and muted Josh for the third time this episode already. Ben, how do you feel about the trade?
I can say the same thing Josh says. I think every day I wake up, I feel a little better and better about the trade. Although I got some concerning news a few hours ago. Apparently, he has to get like these epidurals for this sprain in his back, which apparently I thought was a big deal, but then it's not a big deal. Like this happens to like a lot of players throughout the league. They're just kind of it's the Cowboys trying to save face and trying to make themselves feel better by like letting the rest of the world know that he has to get these epidurals. Even
Can't
though
confirm. Micah Parsons is pregnant.
oh, he's gonna give birth to the fucking Cowboys little baby. That's who he owns now. Probably the Lions week 1 too.
I don't think he plays many snaps against the Lions. He looked a little out of shape in the videos I saw on Twitter.
He doesn't try. He's a gamer, dude.
Yes.
He only tries on third down, baby. Only on third down. That's all he needs.
I mean, he's going to be a game wrecker for sure. I just think, I've got some buddies that are big Green Bay fans like yourself. And
yeah,
for me, I'd be pissed if we were paying a player that much. And then I know we've talked separate of this that you don't think losing Kenny Clark's that big of a deal. But personally, I think it's going to hurt your run defense a ton.
Well, the run defense is already awful to begin with, so it can't get much worse.
Yeah.
Number 2,
That's great for us to hear.
you know who's actually going to benefit the most from this will be Rashawn Gary on the other side. I mean, he was one of the top, a great pass rusher. I wouldn't call him like in the elite tier of pass rushers, but he's right under it. I think he's going to eat now because everyone's going to be worried about Parsons and stuff. I think he's going to be the guy that actually benefits the most out of the whole thing. So,
And you guys just extended him, right?
Yeah. And now he looks super cheap, which is great. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited about it. I hope he stays healthy. And I mean, when Parsons is healthy, he's a game wrecker. It's a guy you definitely got to worry about. The run defense has always been a question. I don't know if it's so much the D tackles it is the linebackers for Green Bay with stopping the run. So it's not like Kenny Clark was just stud at stopping the run.
Unless he was playing Detroit.
Unless he was playing Detroit, which then they would just the middle of the field was wide open every time because they'd sell out to stop the run. So, yeah, I like it, man. The biggest thing the Packers had an issue with when you got in the playoffs in those big time games was sacking the quarterback. I mean, the quarterback just had forever to throw. Never had a pass rush, could never generate any kind of a pass rush, and that's just you can't win in the NFL if you're not going to do that. So, I think hopefully, when your team sells out and they think they have a chance and goes for a guy, like you got to be happy about it. It seems silly to me, like. So the Cowboys traded away a first-team All-Pro, one of the best defensive players in the NFL, for 2 first-round picks, hoping that they might get a first-team All-Pro player. Like you already had the first-team All-Pro player. Why trade him away to hopefully maybe get one at the end of the first round, back-to-back years?
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. It's a lot of money, but 2 years from now, that's such a cope. You can always say that, but it's a cope. I mean, 2 years from now, it's going to be like the market's going to be completely different. So.
What do you think, Shay?
I think Micah Parsons is a cancer.
The cancers, that happens in Green Bay. Everybody says that. You go to Green Bay and they just shut up and do their job. And he said that too. I mean, it's like, it's all business there. There's no flashy, there's no drama. It's different, completely different.
I think he's a very selfish player.
How?
And I think
because he likes to win.
Do you not see any of the stuff that he does off the field?
Yeah, he's a great podcast. Jordan Love's on it all the time.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, you're talking like one. You're talking to the
Sorry.
I think for me,
I think I thought they would have had to give up more than 2 firsts and Kenny Clark.
for sure.
I thought the haul would be way more than that. But then when they traded him and then they came to that he is getting paid $45 million a year, it's just like, oh. The Jordan Love and Micah Parsons is literally half of their payroll.
Yeah, I mean that's definition of going all in.
Yeah,
I love it, dude. Why not? Why just sit there? Like, if they don't make it, they don't win a Super Bowl in the next 4 years. At least you can say you tried and you made the trade. They made the trades for it. Like I don't know.
Isn't Green Bay the youngest team though in the league? Like you're gonna have to pay
Yeah, the
these guys.
last 2
Yeah,
years.
that's what you're gonna have to pay those guys.
Like if you
Yeah, I
want to
know.
retain,
We'll see who's good and who's not. We still have a while to pay them. I mean, there's 2 years ago they were the youngest ever in the history of the NFL. Last year they were still the youngest team. And those
Right, but all
guys
those
still have a
contracts-
lot of years left.
well, those contracts are gonna be up in 2 years now, right? You're gonna have
Yeah,
to
and it
extend.
depends on who you want to keep. I mean, you're not going to keep everybody.
Yeah,
It just depends. You look at the linebackers. Like there's probably a couple guys you want to keep there. The secondary
you
is
said
pretty
they
much
all
spoken
suck.
for. Xavier McKinney's paid. There's really none of the corners that you'd have to worry about. Receivers are the cheapest receiving core in the NFL. I don't know if I'd keep any of those guys other than Golden and Watson. You can move on from Dobbs. Like you're not going to pay those guys. Obviously they got Josh Jacobs last year, so he's spoken for a while. Hopefully he stays healthy as well.
let me answer this question from Dallas real quick. He asked, "What's CD Lamb's real name?" Cedarius Delarius de Leon. That is his real name. Fact check me.
Nailed it.
I think with that trade, obviously we were all kind of shocked and still processing it and stuff like that. But for me, I'd be pretty pissed if the Lions were paying somebody that much money a year. I don't even want Aiden Hutchinson to get paid that much. And he's
I was gonna say we're gonna have to with Hutch. That was the biggest thing. Like when that extension came out, my first thought was,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we're definitely gonna have to pay him, and
Who cares, man? They're worth it.
Well, and like you just said, Ben, the market's shifting every year. I just didn't it jump from 42 to you're saying
Well, TJ Watt got 41, and he's old, and he's on the downhill slide of his career. Where you got Parsons and Hutch, they're going to go up the next few years. Like I don't know, it makes sense to me. That's just where the market is. Like that pass rush is the most important thing on defense. Like you got to pay those guys, even if it's for 10 sacks a season. If that, I mean, that'd be awesome.
The crazy thing that I've noticed in the last 2 years in the offseason is teams actually stocking up at the interior D-line position and trying to stop the run. We talked about it last year. That's turning into a running league again.
I think it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you did say that 2 years
That was
ago.
the first season of our podcast, we started talking about that.
But the Packers are saying, F it. Still a passing league. We're just going to get an edge for $50 million a year and call it good.
Might as well. Screw it. The NFC North, man, the offenses are too damn good, man. Like, you just hope you get him to third down and then you just get after the quarterback, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. It's not like with Kenny Clark, their run defense is any good, but we'll see.
Yeah. Shay, you got anything else you want to add to that?
One thing, sorry, Shay, can I add something? Micah Parsons, I mean, you can wrap this up. You're good at wrapping things up. But Micah Parsons, like your secondary starts to look a whole heck of a lot better when he's on the field. I mean, look at the corners in Dallas. These guys are having all pro seasons, these no-name guys. I think a lot of that reason is because you have Micah Parsons getting after the quarterback in half a second. He's making dumb throws. And that just increases the value of your corners as well. You can throw anybody out there knowing that if they're just in the right position, they're probably going to be able to make a play because you have a guy that's getting, that creates plays in the backfield. So I think that also is a big way to save money too, is you don't need to go pay top dollar corners. You can keep drafting these guys in the third, fourth, fifth round and just having a guy out there and
or convert from wide receiver.
Yeah.
All right, Shay, wrap it up. What do you think?
Ben doesn't think losing Kenny Clark is a big deal. I don't think what he's thinking of or is realizing though is I feel like Kenny Clark was like the heart and soul of that defense for the last 5 years. I think because he's been there for a long time. I feel like losing a leader like that is probably bigger than just losing a good D tackle.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's been there forever. They don't extend guys, and Kenny Clark is one of the very few guys on Green Bay that got an extension.
He's been really good for a long time.
Yeah, he has been.
When he's healthy, I mean, he had injury problems, but when he was on the field, he was.
Yeah, he was good. He was a nice
out
player.
there for a reason.
I don't know, but for Micah Parsons, it's definitely worth it. I thought when that first trade where they were first talking about it was going to be like a young elite player like either Quay Walker, Edgerrin Cooper, or Rashawn Gary were like the three guys I thought like they had to be in the trade. And then not only the 2 firsts, but then more additional compensation and picks. And they ended up with, an old D tackle that was limited snaps, had an injury history, and 2 firsts. So that's a win in my books. If it pans out, I think Micah's gonna be fine. Like I said, if he stays healthy and just I don't know. I don't think he's that much of a drama queen, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll dive back into the NFL here in a second. I want to talk just reactions to the college football games a little bit this weekend. Obviously, the headliner would be that Ohio State Texas game that really got amped up, and in my opinion, was a pretty big letdown all the way across the board. It seemed like those quarterbacks never got their leashes off, like they had the training wheels on, is what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
I don't think either coach trusted their young quarterback, and honestly, I don't blame them with the way that Arch Manning looked. And Sayin looked okay though. I mean, when he did throw the ball downfield, the touchdown that who scored that touchdown for Ohio State? Who's their number 2? Cornell Tate.
Yeah.
So if he underthrows him on that touchdown and then ends up the kid makes a really good catch, but other than that, the quarterbacks didn't push the ball more than 5 yards down the field. And people keep saying the defenses looked really good, but I think in all reality, I think the offensive game plan was so poor and so limited that it made, I think, any defense would look good. So what are you guys' thoughts?
Go ahead, Jay. I think you guys probably watched more than I did. I watched a few, but
how many times did Texas turn it over with goal to go? 3?
I think at least twice. They had it on the 1 yard line there and turned it over.
I think it was 3 times.
Yeah, not going to win many football games doing that.
Yeah, I think Ohio State has a super good defense again. But I feel like Texas lost that game more than Ohio State won that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Texas had a lot of opportunities to win that game and just didn't capitalize on it. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that Arch Manning's still going to be a really good quarterback, but at some point, like you said, the coaches have to put a little trust into him and let him try to make a play. I mean, he had some really bad throws. Bad throws, but at the same time, I feel like he was playing to not mess up rather than taking risks.
Well, here's a take from Cade. So this would be Allie's brother.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're huge Ohio State fans. So he says it was a total chess match on defense where he couldn't let a quarterback like Sayin air it out. Arch and Sark have no excuses. 2 turnovers in the goal line situations and 1 pick. Patricia is a mastermind. That gives me PTSD. Patricia is a mastermind. I wish I had a pencil in here to put in my ear. I think both those defenses are elite, and I'm not saying they're not, but anyone who watched that game, I feel like would agree that the training wheels were on for both those quarterbacks.
Yes.
And like he said, if you turn the ball over in the red zone twice, you're not going to win many games. Shay, you hit that on the head. I wasn't very taken by the game, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wasn't impressed on either side. I think Ohio State was the better team in that game, but I think both programs have a long way to go, which obviously you would think that with it being week 1. You have Florida playing
2 freshman quarterbacks, or not freshmen, but first
time starting. Yeah. You have Florida playing, I can't even remember, some slapdick team and winning 55-0. Like Long Island is who they played, but it's rare. Yeah, it's rare that you're going to see 2 top 5 teams playing each other week 1. And I guess that's probably the reason why, right?
Yeah.
I only watched a little bit of that game. I was at a thing, but it was Jeremiah Smith. Where is he at? I saw something that maybe he had some drops or what was going on there.
Had 3 drops. I mean, he didn't really turns out they didn't really throw the ball more than 5 yards on the field, but he didn't look great, which I think he'll be fine. He looked like he was a little banged up too. I don't know for sure, but
that boy is huge,
dude.
Yeah, I heard
like he looks like
weight this offseason.
What's that?
Huge. So didn't he put on a bunch of weight this offseason too? Like just got jacked.
I don't know, but the drops were bad, but he looked good when he was physically good.
Yeah. I didn't. I thought another one I was really shocked too. I didn't watch any of it, but Florida State knocking off Alabama was surprising to me. I think.
Yeah, and Cade just said,
"Hey, Cade, right there, buddy." Yeah, that was a shock. I looked at that score and I'm like, "No way, that's right." I think DeBoer is going to be done in Alabama if he doesn't get it figured out here pretty soon. I mean, he's got a lot of chances, and they just keep coming up short. Can't ask for a better roster. I don't know.
Florida State looked legit, man. I mean,
did they?
They must have paid that O-line, D-line a lot of money because they looked pretty damn good.
Well, it was weird because I didn't watch. I mean, I was watching, but I wasn't paying super close attention. But it seemed like the first half. I can't drink beer right now, dude.
He's hungover.
coming off a bender. Like the first drive that Alabama had, they just ran it down their throat, and then after that, they just like didn't go away from the run like completely, but they just didn't run the ball near as much. Where it's like, why don't you stay with what was working the first drive, and like never went back to it? And I'll give hats off to Florida State because I mean they made some really good plays, and that quarterback they got from Boston College, I mean he looked good, and he got benched at Boston College last year. So to go from Boston College to Florida State and play like that, hats off to that guy, I guess.
Well, I just wonder what he's going to look like next week when teams are game planning for him to run the ball 20 times. So
Right.
You know what I mean?
But wouldn't you think Alabama did that? They watch any film from Boston College? That's all he
They
did.
ain't watching film. They ain't watching film.
Okay. No, you're right.
Yeah, film. What? You know, to add more to that, one guy I watched that was super impressed was on Sunday night was Lenore Sellers, which we know he's awesome coming in. But like he might be if he continues this trend, like I don't see how he's not the number one quarterback drafted. Like I would want that guy. He's like Lamar 2.0. He is
Without goggles now. He lost the glass.
No, he's not wearing the rec specs anymore.
But that dude is incredible. I was just amazed watching him. He's so much better than everybody else on the field. It wasn't even close. But
Virginia Tech's quarterback is terrible.
yeah.
Oh,
Besides the point,
they got a long ways to go.
they need
Ben, you
Sellers.
already kind of said this, but he says hot take: DeBoer gets fired midseason.
Jeez, Cade and I are on the same wavelength here. Oh, boy.
Sports. Thanks for tuning in, Drew.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't realize that Sampson kid for Bama, the quarterback, had been in the program for, is it 3 years or 4 years, waiting for his chance?
Yeah.
And he kind of looked like absolute dog shit.
Only reason he wasn't playing.
Yeah. Like, how do they not? If you're Alabama, how are you not pulling a top 3 quarterback out of the portal?
I don't know.
Or like who? They got to have somebody sitting there that's a freshman that's got to be better. I don't know.
Seriously. Yeah, I don't know. That's their problem to solve. I don't care. I hope downfall of Bama. But
Dave, did you are you still a Michigan fan or not?
Yeah, I think I have to be just to piss off Allie and her family. So.
Okay, cool.
They look good. Bryce Underwood, he looked like one of the best quarterbacks in the weekend, I would say. Obviously, they're playing a New Mexico team that isn't great, but he still looked pretty solid.
yeah.
I won money off that game.
Did you?
Yeah,
Shay.
Did you?
New Mexico covered.
Good. I was just going to ask Shay. I didn't know if the people of the podcast wanted to hear Shay's thoughts on Nebraska. I feel like he always has to have a segment about Nebraska football in here.
We're getting there, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Is that on the agenda?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
well,
foreshadowed.
You'll know it's time when we pull this guy up.
Yeah, when
Can't wait. It's my favorite segment. Hey, it's Josh.
Josh, you still driving, buddy?
I almost just committed a felony and did a drive-by of a tow truck. So, but yes, we are about 12 miles from home now. We should be home, except we've been driving 25 miles an hour.
And you're letting Nicole drive?
Luckily, otherwise I'd be in jail right now. She kept her cool much, much better than I would have. Also, I don't know why my iPad is on the side camera instead of the top one. So that's what.
You know, we're supposed to get better each season that we do this podcast, and
I
we're
should
on
be on my
season
iPad.
3.
I should be in my chair right now on my computer. Sorry.
Hey, Shay.
what's up?
What's going on with your ceiling back there?
Oh, we had to do some water line work.
Ah,
Yeah.
Looks like it's about to collapse, dude.
yeah, buddy.
No, we just had to do some water line work back there.
Hiding stuff up there. Forgot to put the tile back.
Did you guys watch the Boise State game? It turns out
Yeah.
it turns out that Genty was the entire team last year.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't win the Heisman.
They were bad. Holy cow. Maybe was it South Florida they played?
Yeah.
Maybe they're legit. Maybe they're
It's
the
so
best team in Florida.
It's so hard to tell, dude.
I know. Especially in
Should I
college
get-
football. Like, it's so early in the season. Like, teams change so much throughout the year.
Yeah, like I'm big on the Notre Dame Twitter, and all those guys are just going insane. Like
Like, it's a
oh,
crisis.
we look so bad. And then I saw one tweet. It's like, week 1 you lose to a top 10 team that looked like they will probably be in the college football playoff, and you lose by 3 with a chance to win at the end of the game. Like, it's pretty tough to be upset.
I mean,
about
look
that.
at last year. They lost in Northern Illinois. Like losing to
Yeah.
Miami seems like a way better deal.
Yeah, and I like besides Notre Dame's O-line and D-line just getting 8 all game, our freshman quarterback looked like a stud, and Jeremiah Love touched the ball 4 times in the first half. I think we're going to be just fine.
Ben, are you a Duck fan or a Notre Dame fan?
I don't
now?
know. He's been talking a lot about
I
Notre
cheer
Dame.
for both of them, but I
I
don't know
don't
if you
know
guys are
where
gonna ask about the Ducks or not because I did watch that game.
No, we're not going to talk about them.
And who they played some slapdick team too. Who'd they play?
Montana State,
Yeah, but I guess an FCS school
a
was
good
it
one.
North Dakota? Not even North Dakota State should have
Yeah.
beat Kansas State.
Kansas State.
North Dakota's good though.
Yeah, they are. Montana State's better.
Yeah, I guess I don't follow FCS enough
I
to
have
know.
no idea. No clue. But yeah, so it's hard telling first week. I mean, they have a new quarterback this year. But he looked good. They just ran the crap out of the ball.
It's time, Shay.
Yes. My
All
favorite
right, we can
time.
talk. We can talk. Did you guys watch the Huskers football game?
Oh, I watched every snap, man.
Dave, did you?
I think I fell asleep at halftime, but I
Uh,
thought they had that game in the bag, and then I looked at the score the next morning. So
Missed a good one, man.
I think Cincinnati will finish bottom 3 in the Big 12.
Yep.
Nebraska's defense, they looked all right, made plays when they needed to. Dylan Mahotel looked awful. And Nebraska's receivers look bad. And I think dude, if I had $1 for every time someone told me I look like Shane Gillis in the last 6 months, I'd be a fucking millionaire. But back to Nebraska. I think the only way they win is if they put Sean Hammerbeck on the field.
is he a freshman there this year?
Yeah.
It's probably about 30 pounds too light.
Tight end, or what's he playing?
Tackle.
I think.
He's a big ass kid, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if Jace is in the chat. I feel like if he was, he'd be throwing some stuff out there.
I think the Nebraska fans are pretty happy about that game, weren't they? From what it sounded like.
Well, I think they're just happy to finally win a game that's close, right? Because they're notorious. They're
True.
like the Lions 5 years ago, where they do everything they could to lose the game in the last 2 minutes.
That's fair enough. And they won the first game of the year. I think they're pretty good at losing that first game of the year. They got away with the win, but I'm not as harsh on Nebraska as Shay is. I do watch every Nebraska game just to see them struggle, which I think is hilarious.
I do too.
And their fans are the best. I'll say this: Nebraska Cornhuskers fans are my favorite fan base in all.
I agree with
sports.
Cade. I like this Cade guy. He needs to be in here more often.
He does. I like his comments. But no, back to the fan base. Cornhuskers, great fan base. But the fact that they think they should win a championship every year, just cracks me up.
There we go. Jace is on, baby.
Oh, Jace, you didn't miss much. We were just talking about how bad Nebraska looked, essentially.
I want to know Jace's thoughts on the Huskers.
We need to have Jace come on the show live once a week for about 2 minutes just to give a Nebraska Cornhuskers update.
Oh yeah, I think that would be gold.
We'll work on a contract negotiation with the guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll get it figured out.
Josh, you got any college takes? Looks like you're maybe eating some snacks while you're driving home. Bombs. I can't really tell what you got going on, buddy. So
No, you guys
I mean,
are
you are-
killing it.
you
Yeah,
are
they're doing
single-handedly ruining this podcast.
You guys are doing a great job.
Hey, who is Josh's college team? When did we choose that?
We're gonna get there.
Yeah, we could do it now or later. As we know, we discussed the Micah Parsons trade, Josh's comments in the offseason about Jerry Jones KMS and himself. And so Josh has agreed to become the number one fan of a college program. And so we each put in some input here on what college team Josh could pick. You got West Virginia, TCU, Texas Tech, Florida, Arizona State, Texas A&M, Florida State, South Carolina, Miami, and Kansas. And so whatever team we land here on 3 times, we said, Shay?
Hey, hold on. No. There's a few teams on there I took off the list.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
I specifically said if I was doing this.
All right, I muted him. We're not going to listen to him babble.
I will not cheer for Kansas for sure.
Why?
I will never have anything Jayhawk related.
Who you want there instead? Let's take
I
them
told
out.
you to take. I gave you a list.
I think they're on there.
I thought I updated it.
I took Kansas off. I took Iowa State off.
Yeah, why'd you
and
take
I
Iowa
took,
State?
Because I took them off, Ben. I told you I
All
don't
right, who do you
want
want
to
there?
listen to your opinion.
Who you want
I
there?
want a reason.
Put
He got in a wreck. He just wrecked.
put North Carolina.
Oh,
All right,
good
that's
one. What about South Carolina? Oh, they're on there. Okay.
Absolutely no.
all right.
I
We're just
took
gonna do this.
Van-
List.
All right, yeah, we're just gonna go rock with these ones.
All right,
All
just
right.
take Kansas off there.
All right.
Vandy's on there. Are they on
No.
there still?
Josh, you're ruining this podcast, buddy. So, anyways,
Dude,
how this gonna work?
I will just leave then because
We should put Texas Tech is on there. All right.
Yep.
Oh, hold on, we got some comments coming in. First sent the eggplant. Jace is pretty sad. Who's playing in the Natty this year? Penn
looks
State
fine.
look good. Probably Penn State and Michigan. Who knows?
those teams look fine.
Ooh,
Sure.
Right. Rainbow Warriors.
Rainbow Warriors, huh? Maryland, that's a good one, Josh.
Maryland's a good
Josh, you
choice.
want Maryland?
They
No,
won't
those
win
are
a game.
good. The ones you have on there.
All right, we're gonna.
What
So how
about,
this gonna work?
throw
We're gonna
Michigan-
spin it.
Throw Michigan State on there for fun.
I think you
There
just
should
throw
be-
one like really crappy team on there.
Why
Just
are
one.
we adding teams? There should
You
be
know-
9.
We're putting Hawaii.
Yeah, but we get. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh. Sound it out.
All right, spin the wheel.
All right, here it is.
Hey, so it's got to land on it 3 times.
Yes.
Texas
Ooh.
Tech won.
Just put tally by it. Put a tally by it up in the comments. There we go.
Spin number 2. This thing's a little laggy. Whoa, TCU
Ooh.
is coming in.
Texas team. Little Horned Frogs.
They're staying in Texas for Josh since he lost the Cowboys.
This could take a while if we got to
This
land on
could
it 3
take the
times.
rest of the podcast.
Let's just go. Let us go. Yes, it's fine.
What? Ah!
Oh.
Oh.
Really don't want to be a TCU fan.
Let's
TCU,
shuffle the
David.
board.
TCU, David. You put it on Texas Tech.
Oh shit, I'll get it. Another Texas team. This is
Yo,
incredible.
Texas.
Leave Texas.
I thrive in Texas, so it's probably good.
Micah
I
Parsons.
think we should have just. I think we should have just done one here, Shay. I think the 3's taking too long. What do we all think? Next spin is who he gets.
No, we're in too deep at this point.
That's true.
No, next spin's fine. Let's.
No,
Next spin.
we're too deep. Oh,
No.
all right, we're going next spin. I'm gonna shuffle this board up. Whoever this next team lands on, Josh will
I
be
like
ordering
it.
a jersey
Yep.
tonight.
I like it.
Everybody ready?
Yep. Come on,
Spin
Josh.
For a jersey for Josh to be a fan for life until Jerry Jones dies.
Lenora Sellers, baby. This is for Lenoris.
Gamecock.
Gamecock. Keep going.
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
No, respin.
Nope.
Respin.
I'm good with it.
No,
I'm good
that one
with it. We
doesn't count.
said.
That was a
We
pump
said.
fake.
No,
next
we
was a
do
spin.
want this.
I'm a Miami
We want
fan,
the-
baby.
No, respin. That was a
Josh.
pump fake.
Nope, I'm a Miami fan.
Oh, the wheel spinning.
Well,
again.
we're just gonna
The
keep
whole group
spinning
has-
until it lands on something you guys want. There it is.
Lenoris.
Nope,
Gamecock.
Miami.
Sellers, baby.
Here, I got an idea, Josh.
Hey, put South Carolina and Miami in.
We had an idea. We did a wheel. We spun a wheel.
It's 50-50, Josh.
Are you gonna spin it right now? Oh, look.
Ready?
Okay. I like this.
I don't know why we didn't just start with this if it was gonna.
Yeah.
That's
Welcome
fair,
to
Josh.
Gamecocks.
You said
Fair is
one
fair.
more spin.
Fair is fair. Josh is a
Gamer,
Gamecock for
baby.
life.
No,
Gamer for life.
I'm a Miami fan. I
No,
will
you're a
buy a
Gamecock.
Miami jersey. You guys can't change the rules.
Why would you give up South Carolina? What's wrong with them?
Josh,
Mhm.
when you're not home for the podcast, you don't get to make rules.
It's my fault.
Whoa.
Nicole, don't take ownership for this. We got a special guest coming into the show.
Oh well, you know what? Just give the special guest, my
Yep.
spot. Okay.
Bring her on.
Hey,
Yep, she can have my spot.
Hey, hello.
Macy.
You got anything you want to add, Macy?
Macy, you want Gamecock or Miami?
Macy loves South Carolina.
There it is. Look at Macy.
Shay will also be having a
Baby.
child here soon that will be joining the podcast before the end of the season, which we're excited about.
Yep.
Jeez.
He's
About
still
halfway through
cooking.
the season. We're gonna have all kinds of babies. This is gonna turn into Black Hill's dad's podcast.
The Baby Factory. Let's talk a little fantasy football real quick, just an outlook, a couple sleepers you guys have, things of that nature. Josh, I'm going to start with you. That way, if you lose service here, I guess who's your number one target if you go first round, and who's a sleeper?
If I go first round, like
Yep.
first overall,
Just first round. Who's your favorite first round pick? Like, you don't have to have first overall. Just who's your favorite person in that first round?
well, I took CD Lamb. I
I
think
thought you hated
that's-
the Cowboys.
No, I hate some of them. Mostly their management. No, I think I hate to say it, but if I'm not taking a Dallas Cowboy, if I'm not taking CD Lamb, I would have taken Jahmyr Gibbs.
I like that.
How about a sleeper? You froze again?
Right now, guys, I'm literally in town. There's no reason I should be lagging.
So who's your sleeper?
Oh, I didn't even hear you ask that. Sleeper. How do you pronounce it? Beck. He's the one I took in all my league if he was available later on.
The Raider?
Yep.
Oh, Jack?
That was mine too. You took mine.
I picked him up in multiple leagues.
He's on my bench.
Or Darren Waller.
Darren Waller give up the rap.
A comeback kid.
Darren Waller, the rapper?
Yep.
What the hell?
He's playing tight end now in his free time.
Really? Good for
Yep.
him.
Yep.
Here we go. Yeah, he hopes Macy throws up in the Lions shirt. Not cool.
I love it.
Lori loves it. She does not say go Bucks yet, but
That's
they are
just-
1-0. And Macy isn't trying to listen to Josh's nonsense. He did put her to sleep, so good job, Uncle Josh. We're proud of you.
Merritt is all the way in Wyoming, and he still has to give me crap. By the way, congrats, Merritt.
Oh yeah,
Big announcement.
Big announcement.
Big time.
it's huge,
Can't-
buddy.
Can't
Congrats.
wait for that guy to be a special guest to get on the show. He always does something a little out of line. So
What
Love
happened
it.
to Merritt?
he's having another kid.
Baby Factory.
Oh, Merritt got laid.
Speaking of that, Shay, who's your guy you're taking in the first pick or first round if you can, and then give me a sleeper. for fantasy
Jahmyr
football.
Gibbs.
Okay, why Jahmyr?
Because he's him.
You're not concerned about his split carries with Demo?
No.
Here you go. He says, thanks, buddy. It's a boy.
Let's go, Merritt.
Yeah.
And who'd you say your sleeper is?
I said I was gonna say Besh, but
How do you pronounce that?
What?
How certain are you on the pronunciation of that?
I know for a fact.
Oh, well. All right.
Josh,
wrap it
that's
up.
for you.
What's up?
Macy's got something for Josh.
She wouldn't do that. If she met me,
All right.
she wouldn't do that.
All right, Benjamin, who you going?
First round, I'm going Bijan Robinson. I think he finally has his breakout year. Year 3 here. New coaches, new quarterback. I think he's set up. He's
You got
had a really, really good year. So I like Bijan Robinson. I would have gotten him. I don't think that's controversial, but sleeper. Does Chase Brown count as a sleeper?
No, because he's top three, top 2 rounds. I would say he's generally going right.
I don't know. I got him in our league. I like another guy I really like. Actually, I think I could have a big year is for a sleeper is Keon Coleman, wide receiver for the Bills.
Mhm.
I think just playing in that offense is going to help him, and I think he's super talented. I think he's a good receiver. Kind of get things figured out, but I think he could be. I think he could pop off. I think you'll see him, and he goes super late. I don't even know who has him in our league, but I like him too.
Yeah.
And the Texans defense, big time sleepers there. I think if you pick them up within the first 8 rounds of a draft, you're probably doing something right.
Yeah, I wonder why you had to do that.
Just there, man. I couldn't pass up that opportunity.
I think personally, this is probably a hot take, but I'm taking CMC in the first round if I can. I think he's going to have a good bounce back year. Obviously, he's going to get 90% of the carries in that backfield in San Francisco. So I'm taking him. I love Gibbs. Obviously, I just worry about a split carry with Demo, which they're going to do. People are going to be pissed, complaining the first week, first couple weeks. And then I think Vagine, he's okay. I just worry about I'm not convinced in that offense. They got Pitts, they got Drake London, they have all these guys. I just don't know that he really has a year that people think he's going to have. And then a couple sleepers I have. Obviously, if you watched any Lions preseason, Tesla was a freak. They traded away Shay's boy Tim Patrick this offseason, and so that pretty much means that Tesla is going to be the number 3 receiver in Detroit. And I think there's going to be a lot of attention on Gibbs in the backfield and St. Brown coming out in slot and J-Mo taking the top off and Sam Laporta. So I think he's definitely a sleeper. And then I don't even know if this one's really a sleeper anymore. It was early on in drafts with that Jacoby Merritt Bill, they're calling him.
He's not even active for week 1.
Yeah, he is. You're seeing, yeah, he is. I saw that too, and then I looked into it more, and I think he's pretty active for week 1. But I don't know if you can really consider him a sleeper. But once again, a trade in the offseason close to the start of the season probably says a lot about what Washington thinks his value is in that offense. So you guys got any other fantasy football input? Josh, you made it home, buddy?
Yes, I made it. Sorry.
Josh
To the listeners, I apologize. I really wanted to be home at 6:30, so I was prepared for this.
It's all right, Josh.
I was only hour 15 minutes late. So
It's okay, Josh.
by the way, so it's Besh and Tesla.
Tesla, like coleslaw.
Are you sure it's not Tesla?
Yes, Tesla.
I thought it was T-Slaw.
Look,
This is just
He's like Optimus Prime. He's like the next generation of Calvin Johnson. I mean, the guy's incredible.
but
Guys,
what's the difference?
Well, I'm gonna let
he
the
wears
viewer.
number 18, not 81.
Oh.
That's the
He's
only difference.
so he's dyslexic. That's the only difference. Okay. I thought I noticed something else different about him, but
Well, let's roll into the NFL. What your guys' thoughts are, outlooks, things of that nature. Josh, I want to start with you. What's the Dallas Cowboys outlook? What's your ceiling? What's your floor?
floor is we win 3 games. Ceiling is we win 10. Okay, realistic 9. But I was looking. I actually went through it. I
Say bye,
think
Macy. Macy's
most
going to bed.
night, Macy.
Not Macy.
Realistically, I do think 7 games is maybe being reasonable. So I would, if they steal a couple, cool. So maybe 9. But honestly, they might win 3 games this year. And if they do,
What if they come out week 1 and beat the Eagles?
Would you have said the same answer if they wouldn't have traded? If they wouldn't have traded Parsons, though, like, does one guy move the needle that much for you on that team?
the ceiling hasn't changed, but I think the floor has changed a little.
Off one
Just-
guy.
Dude, you got James Houston.
Here's the
shit
thing with
his
it is,
Shit
There's-
his pants in game.
yeah, I know he did do that. It was Gatorade though, guys. Remember? I
I don't know what flavor Gatorade that is.
don't think they were going to be good either way. But I do think their defense, I don't know, maybe they would have only won 3 games with Parsons, but also I'm just more negative on the Cowboys and just complete outlook on the situation. So
I mean, offensively, I think you guys are going to be fine. It's the defensive side of the ball where you may have some young guys step up and be fine. I mean, I think your run defense is going to be better with the trade that you guys made. I think there's no doubt about that.
I don't
Offensively, you still got a lot of weapons, so you could be like the Bengals last year and just score 60 points a game.
Yeah, they're not going to be a playoff team either way with him or without him. We got cut off earlier. I am actually not completely against the trade. I would have thought maybe we would have gotten a little more just for the fact that Jamal Adams, I saw, went for 2 first rounds to when he got traded. So, that's kind of embarrassing. But Clark, if he can, because Mozzie Smith was a miss. So if he can make up for that draft pick for the next couple of years, that'd be good. But no, they will be 3rd in their division.
Who you got at the bottom, Giants?
Giants, but also the Giants could be pretty decent too. Who knows?
It's so unpredictable.
They actually might be decent, but I would say it's been 21 years since someone's repeated as a division champ, so this might be the year that breaks it, though, because I don't know if the Commanders are going to be above the Eagles.
Yeah. Shay, what's your outlook? Detroit Lions football, buddy.
Obviously with 2 new coordinators, I think there's going to be an adjustment. Just same thing with Notre Dame. You can't really judge anything at the first game of the year, so I think that there's going to be bump. I think we're going to be just fine. I mean, we have a lot of the same guys back. We're healthy on defense for once, and in the last year, so that's cool. You still have Jared Goff. You still have Gibbs, Montgomery, Laporta, St. Brown, Williams. So, I mean, we have everyone we have last year is not our coordinators, and I think we're going to be just fine. Well, there's a bunch of people that don't think they're going to make the playoffs, which I don't. I mean, their schedule's hard, but I think that we're a good enough team to make the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs again. So I'm not too worried about it. We still have Jared Goff. That's all that matters.
16 season, baby.
16 season.
Ben, what's your outlook? I got Shay. What's your ceiling and floor before we move on from you?
Oh,
Ceiling's 15 wins. Floor is 8.
All right. Ben, what's your outlook on Green Bay football, buddy?
I don't know. I mean, I'm optimistic, man. I think they got a good roster. They got depth everywhere. Green Bay's kind of an interesting team because they don't have, well, now with the exception of Micah Parsons, but they don't have anybody that's super awesome. They don't have a superstar. Now that they have Micah Parsons, you can't say that. But prior to that, they didn't have a dude that was gonna, they didn't have an Amon-Ra St. Brown who's a top 5 wide receiver. They didn't have anybody like that at any position on their team. Maybe with the exception of Xavier McKinney, I think he'd probably be up there as one of the best safeties in the league. But nobody else was. But they have a lot of depth, which I think is really important to for an entire NFL season. A lot of guys that can play, can plug in there and play and be good and not get beat too bad. So I'm optimistic about that because injuries happen, and it just seems like maybe the Packers and the Lions. To me, it seems like they just have the worst luck with injuries. I don't know, maybe it's because we paid most attention to those 2 teams, but I swear that you look at injury reports and those 2 teams have the most injuries every week. But as far as a floor and a ceiling, I don't know, it's tough. I think that Packers are a playoff team. I think they can compete for a Super Bowl. Depending on Love, I think Love's good enough, but he's got to be more consistent and show it. And, I think he needs to be healthy for one. He needs to stay healthy. He wasn't healthy at all last year, which was just killer. He didn't play 1 game healthy. And now he's back. Well, he just had surgery on his hand, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I hope not. So yeah, be more consistent. I think they could be a Super Bowl contender. I think they should make the playoffs. That's the expectation, is to be a playoff team. I don't know if they're going to win the division. I know they're favored now, which seems kind of crazy to me. I still think the Lions are the better team by far, or not by far, but I still think they're the favorite in the division. I do think Green Bay's better than Minnesota now. Where last year I don't think they were. I think Green Bay's better than Minnesota. They hopefully not go 1-5 in the division. That's what killed them last year, is going 1-5 in the division. Definitely improve there. So, at the floor, I guess if things completely blow up, I think the floor is still the playoffs for them. Like, I don't know. Like, I still think they can go win enough games and find a way to sneak into the playoffs. We'll see. No, I'm optimistic. I think it'll be a good year.
What's your
NFL's
ceiling? You're saying Super Bowl for your ceiling?
Yeah, that should be the expectation, baby. Well, Green Bay, it's title town. Should be that every year. And the floor is the playoffs. Like, that's just how it is. If you don't get that far, it's a complete failure of a season. So
Yeah.
Oh, shut the hell up. The floor is the playoffs. Go fuck yourself and Micah Parsons at the same time, you piece of shit.
you'd like to watch that, wouldn't you?
I guess for for the Lions, for me, I'm not oblivious to how big the offseason was for us with losing 2 coordinators. You lose a top 3 center in Frank Ragnow that announces his retirement. You're starting a rookie at guard now this year. You went from having probably the best offensive line in the league to maybe your top 10. Depends what these rookies are doing. Depends how Glasgow looks at center. I think anytime you have new coordinators and then you don't play your starters in the preseason at all, the first couple of weeks is probably going to be a little rough. And when you finish as the number 1 seed, you're playing the best schedule that next year. So I think all those things considered, I'm going to say the floor is probably 5 wins, honestly, with that schedule. And I know that's kind of a hot take. That's the floor. That's the worst it would get, right? And I think the ceiling for us realistically is probably, I would say 12 to 13 wins and try to make the Super Bowl. If I learned anything, one sec, Josh, if I learned anything the last 2 years is all you got to do is get into the dance. And so I think it really boils down to who's that healthiest team at the end of the year, because, you look at week 8, you look at Washington beats us in the playoffs, right? You look at week 8, if we match up with Washington, I'm going to bet a lot of money that we're going to kick the shit out of that Washington team. Granted, when we played them in the playoffs, and Cade said in here somewhere, Lions lost, played 1 game, and they lost to a rookie. I think any team probably would have beat us in that game with the way we played and how decimated we were on defense.
Yes.
We couldn't stop a nosebleed, and we honestly didn't win. We didn't deserve to win that game. I don't think we would have done very well against Philadelphia the next week. So for me, the whole goal for this year is I really don't care how many games we win during the season, as long as we can stay healthy and get into the dance. I think you get in the dance, you got a shot. 2 years ago, we should have beat San Francisco, and we weren't even supposed to be a playoff team that year. So that's kind of my take on that. Trig says Green Bay once again go further in playoffs than Detroit.
Our boy Trig.
All right, Trig.
Go to bed, Trig.
You know he's right.
Anyway, so what I raised my hand for, though, Dave, if they win 5 games,
Yeah.
like, do I need to come down to Florida and just hang out? And
I would do a few wellness checks if that's how the season's
Yeah.
going, for sure. Yeah. I mean, if we're being realistic about floors and ceilings, my floor is never going to be the playoffs, because then that's like we're the best team out there, in my opinion, Ben.
yeah,
No-
that's
shot
like your
you can figure
douchebag. Yeah.
You know, when you're a Packers fan, that's the expectation, man. It's a standard. It's different. I wouldn't expect you guys to understand. I've tried saying this, but I don't expect you to understand.
Yeah, I'm just realistic.
That's
You're
okay.
you're not a tool.
I have high
Yeah,
expectations.
and I respect that, Dave.
Well, I
I've been
got high
spoiled. I've been
expectations,
spoiled
too.
my entire life. Like, that's just what the Green Bay does. Even with their rebuild years, they still
You
find
haven't
a way
been
to make
spoiled in
the playoffs.
15 years. You guys haven't won a Super Bowl in 15
It
years.
doesn't matter. We make the playoffs. That's a floor. We expect to win the Super Bowl every year.
When's the last time they didn't make the playoffs?
That was like 2 years ago.
I was gonna say
What
not
was
that
the
long
floor-
ago.
What was the
And it
floor
was a
that
complete
year?
failure, dude. People are calling for everybody's head, and then last year they found a way to sneak in. But
I've been telling people for years. What's the point of making the playoffs if you're gonna lose the first round like Cowboys do every year?
I don't know. I don't feel bad for you.
Well, no, I'm just saying though the Packers haven't done anything. NFC Championship, you end up going and losing.
At least we're there, man. It's like Dave said, you get the dance, anything can happen. Had a chance, blew it. Sucks.
I just don't know if that could ever be your floor. I just disagree with that statement, just because
Delusional.
You're not a
You're
Green Bay
feeling-
fan. You don't have to agree with it.
But it's realistic. It's like, I don't care
Who
how
cares?
good you are. You're going to have teams every year that look really good on paper, and things are you're gonna have injuries, you're gonna have games that are close that you lose at the end. Like
Jordan
know.
Love gets hurt. Micah Parsons.
Jordan Love was hurt all of last year, and they still made the playoffs.
Malik Willis is better
He
anyway.
missed like 3 games on top
Do you
of
still
it.
have Malik Willis?
Yes, we still have
best
Malik
number
Willis.
2 in the
Fine.
league.
All
It doesn't
right.
matter. They get the ball to Josh Jacobs every play, anyways. But I don't know. I got high hopes. Like week 1, I think I walked out. I wasn't able to hear, but I think Shay said like that first game doesn't really say a whole lot. Like if you lose, you win, whatever. It's nice if you do, but if you lose, it's also not the end of the world. I mean, it's the first game of the season. Teams change so much throughout the year, and that's where that coaching comes in. You know, like that's much more important to me is what you look at like at week 8, 9, and 10 than you do week 1, especially when you have 2 of the best teams in the NFL playing against each other. Like things will be all right. Green Bay played Eagles week 1 last year in Brazil. Jordan Love got hurt. It was a mess of a game. Green Bay lost at the end. Wasn't the end of the world. It was like whatever. Lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions, definitely the best team in the NFL. So you got it. I mean, that's the most important thing is you can go in there and play some of the best. So it's always I always like playing those week 1s where you play the best teams. I think that's so important. You saw Notre Dame play Miami the other night. Like I want to see those top games land like right off the bat because that's a good measuring stick to know where you're at. So
The litmus test.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess last take before we go into Shay's quote and Josh's life advice is pick your Super Bowl matchup. I'm going to go Detroit and Buffalo. Cade's sitting here and thinks that the Ravens get it done this year, but I honestly think Josh Allen and the Bills had a pretty good offseason. I think they finally climbed the mountain, and I've been saying this for 5 years, but I don't think Kansas City is going to be that good. That'll come back to bite me in the ass, but I think it is Buffalo and Baltimore in the AFC Championship, and I think Buffalo gets it done. And then I think the Lions beat them for our first ever Super Bowl.
I'm going to go Green Bay.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna say the
I'm not
Cowboys.
picking my team. I said their
When it
ceilings
gets to
there.
my turn, you guys finish, and then I get to go.
I'm going to go Green Bay and Houston. I think Houston brings it. I think their defense is too good. I think they got too many weapons. They got a running game. Stroud is legit. I think they'll have a bounce from a year. I think shit, Trig. Oh my goodness, buddy.
You guys
And
been
they-
having a little
and they-
pillow
and
talk
they-
the last few weeks, or what?
No. That's
And
when
they
stole
play
my-
a
that's when he stole my
soft-ass-
shoes. I stopped talking to him.
They play in a
Um,
soft ass division too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, they're gonna. They have a great chance to go like be the number 1 seed, get that home bye, and so I like Houston in the AFC. I think just regardless, I think they have a great roster. I think their coach is awesome. And I'm rolling with my boys, man. The green and yellow. I think they got a team, man. I think they got a defense. I think their coordinators are back again for another year. The Flair's gonna have a bust out thing. Jordan Love stays healthy. I think they're on the table, man.
Shay or
I'm
Josh,
saying-
what do you got?
I don't want to copycat Dave, but I'd say Dave or Detroit and Buffalo.
You always copy Dave.
Yeah,
Smart move, buddy.
thank you.
Never works for you.
That's why you're my favorite nephew, man. All right, Joshua.
The way we're going here, I'm thinking probably Jacksonville and Dallas Cowboys probably in the Super Bowl.
Good pick, Josh.
I would say
Hey,
this
Pat.
is both teams' year. Just really like what they've done in the offseason. I would say probably Chiefs, Commanders.
Commanders.
As much as I don't want to see it. Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe you should
That-
just be afraid of them until Jerry Jones dies.
No. Just the way the NFL goes for me, that would be the second worst possible Super Bowl. So, and I saw the worst matchup last year. So,
All right, Shay, you got a quote? You've had a whole off season to do this, so
Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it.
have you used that before?
Mm-mm.
All right, I like it.
Thank
Hey,
you.
real quick, do you guys like Neighbors or Puka Nakua?
Oh man, I like Neighbors just because he's the number 1 there, and I think Puka's going to get a lot more touches taken away from him by Devontae.
Shay?
If Puka can stay healthy, I go Puka.
Are you saying that because you're in the same draft as me?
No, I'm just
Let's say, are you doing a draft right now?
Josh, you're the deal
Yeah,
breaker.
we-
Neighbors or Puka?
I wouldn't draft Neighbors just because he's in the NFC East, but I would say he's your better option.
Okay, thank you. I went with Neighbors.
I'll take
Joshua, what kind of life advice you got for us?
Don't trust Jerry Jones to do the right thing for you long term. No. If you want to be somewhere by 6:30, leave on time to get there by 6:30. All right.
fair.
The highway doesn't get shorter as you're driving. So
Wow,
yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome, guys. You shouldn't be late ever again.
Well, thanks for listening. We're pretty excited to get back into the saddle of this thing. Season 3 is going to be our best one yet. Going to have lots
Go
of special
Hurricanes.
guests and lots of hot takes that are a lot better than the 4 being the playoffs. So, with that being said, Shay,
Thank you, guys.
4.
The show's over. Thanks for coming.
There you go.